So move on to Nights Out, which is obviously the current album. It's essentially a concept album, is that right? It's just basically a night out from beginning to end.
Kind of. Yeah, it makes it easier to say yes.
Okay, well, we'll say yes. And there was just one story I heard. Did you record the vocals to Holiday after a night out and pissed?
Yeah, I think I was even with Joe that very night. We were in a pub in East London called the George. I think we were doing a pub quiz, and the night sort of spiraled. Christmas had been and gone, and it had been a dramatic, emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
And so we spent January. Me and Joe spent most of January getting drunk, and we had a pub quiz night that ended up going to a late night bar, and then Joe sort of staggered off into the night, and the next morning he had this monster had been created. I don't know, Joe, like that's all I remember.
Yeah, the vocals for that song were recorded like trying to be as quiet as possible because I was staying at someone's house. So I was trying to sing but trying to do it very quietly. So that's why it's kind of like I guess a strange understated squawk.
Okay, and moving on to the sounds that you use, which are very innovative, I'd say. In that, well, I think Heartbreak is a door at the start.
It is, yeah. A door in mine and Oscar's old house. It's a bed. It's me and Oscar on a bed.
The plot And the third has got a beatboxing in it.
Oh yeah, but that's on the first record. Yeah, but that's kind of like that was when I was using mouth sounds.
And Night's outro, Kettle at the end.
That was the Kettle was recorded. I just remember we used to at the end of our nights out, sometimes in London, Joe, and during this manic period that we used to we tend to come back, and I live around the corner from Joe at the time, and we'd often watch a bit of YouTube at the end of the night, maybe watch some Buddy Rich drum solos, and put on the kettle, make a cup of tea, and have toast and Marmite, and yeah, so it's very nostalgic, that kettle sound for me.
So, and also it's a beer. Is it beer can with a bottle?
Yeah, that's a.
Is it actually a beer can then?
Very embarrassing talking about this now, I have to say.
It's a bit like stomping.
Yeah.
So, in terms of the sounds and all that sort of thing, is you just like kind of walk around and then hear a random sound and go, "That's bloody brilliant, that is."
I don't know, not quite. I think it's just quite nice to occasionally have things like that in songs, really. Like, you know, if people don't even like the music, at least they can play a little game. You know, what's that sound?
Name the sound.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, talking about the weird sounds and everything, I know you've employed the old blow keyboard,
the melodica.
Yeah, it fascinates people.
It's incredible.
Yeah, no, well, I thought it's good fun. You don't need a PowerPoint or anything. It's about the most organic thing we've got.
But yeah, in other bands as well at the moment. Mikachu and the Shapes using a vacuum cleaner.
What?
Yeah. So she sings along and she's using a vacuum cleaner. So yeah, talking about these weird instruments, what's next, do you think? What's next in the industry? What's the next big thing? Vacuum cleaners onto...
In the world of music?
Yes.
I think probably the sound of credit cards not working, that kind of thing.
With the live sets, do you tend to favour more the second album songs mainly because you produced the first one on your own?
Well, Joe produced both albums on his own, but it's just we're playing mostly second album stuff at the moment because I guess we're trying to shift some of those units, please our record label. But yeah, so I would say that at the moment this tour is pretty much largely composed of the second album, but there'll be some rarities, I think, some treats, maybe some B-sides, some songs from the vaults, because we've particularly been told that in Germany people get rather upset. It's about quantity, not quality. Like if you don't play for an hour, then they come beating down your dressing room door demanding their money back. So we're going to play very long, possibly quite shoddy sets in Germany.
There's this thing on the computer as well called time stretch. We might use that on a couple of songs.
Your live shows are very visual as well. When did the dance moves and the lights and so on, was that just something that just came straight away, or something you just, we need to put a bit more life into this?
We're not doing enough on stage.
They were there from day one. It was part of the plan, I think. Yeah. I mean, especially Oscar has been pushing for it. But we actually started from day one. It was a complete kind of, we were going for a whole sort of package, really. Included the visual element as much as the music. Yeah.
And you've also, some shows you have the girl dancers as well. Who are they?
They're a dance troupe from Brighton called Sparkle Motion. And they're it's a treat to have them. Like I don't know how many shows we've had them. It's like 5, 6. Well, double figures.
No.
And they're doing their first European outing actually on our next Paris show. But it's great to have them. They're it makes us look like a real band.
No, it's just kind of like a bit more like a pop act or something. Yeah. I don't know, and I like that.
And so, to the future, what's 2009 going to bring? Is it going to be more music, another album maybe, or are you going to just chill out for a bit and tour?
I think I'm not sure how much time we're going to have to chill out. Like we've got all the festivals are coming in, and so I think there's a lot of playing. But it'd be great to have the next record finished ASAP before people run out of money.
So it is on the cards, another album.
Yeah, and this one is going to double up as a dinner plate as well.
Well, I think that's about it. So thanks very much to you all, and I hope you have a great show tonight.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.